Good morning. We are back in the kitchen today. We have been outside a lot lately and we have a cool day. It's going to be high 60s, low 70s today. So I figured it would be a great day to do a bunch in the kitchen because it's beautiful outside and I should be outside, right? No, so I don't heat up the house. I'm going to be working on a few things today. The first thing I'm going to do is get some hard-boiled eggs going because they are just the perfect snack for this time of year, something we can just kind of grab and go with, and we are in so many eggs right now that it's just really nice to be able to have that perfect snack. We've got lots of pickled eggs in the fridge that are almost ready. Actually, I think one of the jars technically says it's been 2 weeks, but we know the longer we keep them, the better they taste. So we're gonna let those sit for a little bit longer, and I'm gonna be making some hard-boiled eggs to use up some of those eggs today. Matt got me this steamer basket. It's just an electric steamer. Back when Leroy was just a little toddler. So I can make a lot of veggies and be able to make a meal for him and us at the same time. And we've used it ever since, but the main things I use it for are eggs and when I want to steam a ton of veggies. So today it's definitely going to be a gadget day. I'm going to get these going. I actually cooked these for 30 minutes in here, which seems really long, but I kind of like it because it gives me a chance to do other things while these are cooking. So these are in the steamer. Alright, so next gadget I'm using today is the Instant Pot. I am going to be making potato salad, and it's just going to be for the week. I don't think it's any specific day, but I'm going to peel my potatoes. I love making potato salad in the Instant Pot because it's super simple. I'll peel these, cut them up, throw them in the bottom of my pot, and then I like to add my eggs in a bowl and get it all cooked at the same time. And then I'm just adding the goop. So on to our next gadget. While our eggs are finishing up, I want to be able to put them in a really cold ice bath when they come out. It just makes peeling eggs so much easier. And we were thrilled when R.W.Flame reached out and offered us an ice maker if we would share it with you guys. So they sent us this nugget ice maker, and it's really awesome because it makes 44 pounds of ice in 24 hours. And it's been really simple. We've already been using it. We had friends over the other day and we could not keep up to the ice maker with our drinks, which is always a good sign. So I'm gonna use this today to get some ice going so that I have enough for our eggs. So I took out the basket and there's a little scoop that comes with it. And then you just fill the water right in here, which is nice, and it actually has a maximum line so you know you're not adding too much water. I already had some in here so I didn't need too much, and we are going to be having someone over for dinner again, so it's going to be perfect that I'll have this going already, and then we won't have to worry about our drinks. Alright, so all I need to do is click power and it starts making ice. I'll show you what it looks like once it gets started because these ice cubes are just perfect for drinks and things like this. So I've only had this on a few minutes and I already have a nice little amount of ice. It's just the perfect size because it's not too big like some of those other ice makers that we've used in the past. It just works perfect. gonna turn this sideways because my steam vent is right here on the back. Otherwise it gets my cabinet. So at least if I can turn it a little ways away. It's not such a big deal when I'm making things like this because I'm not doing the like quick release. Instead I'm gonna let it naturally release. But just because I'm doing a few other things, I'm gonna do that. Now I've tried this on a couple different times, and honestly just 10 minutes on just the normal pressure, or if you have an old one, I think it's manual, seems to work fine. And then I just let it naturally release. So potatoes cooking, eggs cooking. My hard-boiled eggs are almost done, so let's check on the ice maker. Alright, so I have this ice maker all going, and I'm going to put some ice water in this bowl for my eggs to cool down. I think I'm going to time it so that I don't need to scoop each scoop. But let me show you what I'm timing here. See how it does that? So it looks like the freezer, like the freezing mechanism is somewhere in here, and it pushes the water up, it freezes it, and then it cuts it, and just as ones are falling, it pushes the other ones out. So kind of nice. But isn't it the perfect ice? If you're looking for an ice maker, I'll put a link to this one in the description below. And for this week, they have a deal going of $100 off. So that'd be nice for this. We are so looking forward to using this for chicken butchering. I think this is going to be a game changer to be able to have some ice and kind of store it up, get all our coolers filled up to just keep our birds nice and cool. So I know extra gadgets in the kitchen can be a love-hate sort of thing. So I am going to show you how to turn this thing off, because I think that's probably the most important part, even though I'll be using it later tonight. So real simple. Now it does have a timer on it. I haven't found the need to use that yet, but I am looking forward to be able to do that. Kind of like when we have a get together and maybe we're meeting back here, I can do that and then it'll start and be ready for us when we get back. Well, the little bit of ice that's in there is thawing. I'm gonna rinse this out real quick and get this put away too. So, also pretty simple. Just make sure we always use filtered water in all of our appliances like this. Whenever you live somewhere with even a little bit of hard water, it's just really important you do that. Since I didn't do anything too much in here, I'm just going to wipe it out. And I'll rinse out the bowl that I actually put the food in. Put it away. So I'd like to say that that ice maker is our newest gadget, because it certainly is a great one and we're really excited about it. But you know, in my house, my husband is always coming home with new gadgets for everything. And I have this love-hate thing about it. I'm fine with the gadgets, as long as they help, and as long as you have somewhere to put them. So I have to show you this new one, and you can tell me what you think of where Matt placed it. Oh yeah, this is a full, like, movie theater size popcorn maker. Some of our dear friends decided to gift Matt with this because they knew of his love for popcorn and popcorn making. And as you can see, last night he had it up and going and he made a whole bunch of popcorn. And there's leftover popcorn. He made so much. So for lunch today, the kids and I made a rosemary, garlic, Parmesan popcorn, just as like kind of a snacky lunch. And that still didn't use it all. So I told them I had something great in mind for it. So since I've never made this before, I will share the recipe in the links below where I got it from, along with any notes of what we think, what we change. But we are making caramel corn tonight. So I'm really excited. Actually, it's not even 3 o'clock. I'm making caramel corn this afternoon. I doubt it will last till tonight, but maybe. The recipe I'm using calls for 10 cups of popcorn. So I'm just gonna go ahead and see what we've got here. I just assumed this was a cup measuring cup that came with it. I'm like, I wonder if it says. It is. It took me a minute because it says 1 level cup. And I saw the L and was like, wait, what is that? All right, I'm at 20 cups. Can you see in there? There's still quite a bit in there. All right, I'm gonna stop at 30 cups and then I'm just gonna bake this up for the kids for snacks this week. This might take me a little while to get the butter melted because I had to pull some out of the freezer. Usually keep a pound thawed in the fridge extra, but now 1.5 pounds. That's a first. My butter was like formed over the wrapper. I mean, it's frozen, so it's not usually how you take it out, right? So I couldn't really do it with those frozen ones because there's not really a lot of butter residue when you do it that way. But when you leave your butter in the fridge, usually you'll get a little bit more residue on your papers. And I like to save these for buttering just kind of simple things, just greasing things. And I just throw them in the freezer like that. Fold them in half, throw them in the freezer. I tend to use a butter stick a lot too. But nice to have those, and you just need a little something greasy. Alright, so I got the butter melted and I am adding brown sugar. And I'm going to try to get this to a boil per the recommendation on the recipe. Actually, I better double check that. Yes, a boil first, and then I'm going to time it for 4 minutes. So just like our other gadgets, while I've got that stuff cooking, I'm going to clean this up. So this is a little bit handier than our little one because it's got this hole in the bottom for all the kernels. So I just wiped all the popcorn out. Actually, all the kids ate it. I had enough for 4 bowls. I didn't even get it in a bag yet and they already ate it. And then there's a little tray to pull out with what spills out, which is mostly popcorn kernels. All right, so I did a real quick wipe down of this thing. You know that we'll show it running probably in one of these vlogs here soon. But I'm not doing it tonight because I got enough popcorn to take care of. Echo, set a timer for 4 minutes.
4 minutes, starting now.
Alright, it's boiling. So I've got vanilla ready to dump in. I think it's at 2 teaspoons, so about 6 teaspoons since I'm timing it by 3. And then I've got my baking soda, which is supposed to make it kind of bubble. I'm really excited. Kind of feels like I'm doing science. Echo, cancel. It's not ready yet. Don't touch it. Echo, set a timer for 1 minute. Oh my gosh. So I added my vanilla, and my vanilla is homemade vanilla, and it made it kind of pop like crazy. It's It's calming down now though. Alright, time to add this baking soda. You guys excited?
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
So good.
It looks interesting, that's for sure. Alright, don't touch that. Don't touch this either because it's going to be hot.
Yeah. What are you doing? Oh, putting the caramel on the blackboard.
Back up, it's really hot if it splashes you. I'm hoping it's not too hot for my plastic bowl.
No, Mom, you have to store it in some the bottom.
Yes, ma'am.
Then it will be super good. Yeah. Oh, I know what you're making. I know what kind of popcorn you are doing.
Uh-oh. I don't know. I've never made this before, Lydia.
Now look at it.
Can you sit down on your butt so we don't fall and get hurt if you try to do?
Wow, look at it. Oh, this
Oh, it smells really good. It's hot though. Careful, it's really hot.
Oh.
Burn your nose if I splash your
Oh.
nose.
I do not store.
Don't touch that. I could stir it with that. I just have this one in my hand.
I can change whatever in my hand.
I could. Should I switch to that one for a minute? Might make you happy.
Yeah.
I think the spatula is going to be less likely to break popcorn. And I want to be really gentle.
Oh, Mom, be careful.
This one's big. Yeah. Now it's going to be really hot for a while, so we're going to have to let it cool down when we're done stirring. Kind of feel like, what else do you make like this where you need to pour it really fast?
No. I touch this.
I don't think I'm stirring quite fast enough.
Mom, this is mine. This is 7.
Oh, you're going to need a whole pan worth?
No,
I don't know
no.
about that.
This is mine.
Alright, so my first thoughts on this is it would be a little more manageable if I was doing single batches because some of this is just coated really, really well and some of this has no caramel on it. Now either way, if this doesn't all get coated in caramel or not, I think it will still be delicious. Thank you, Lydia. Careful because if they have the caramel on them, they'll be like burning hot.
Yeah, really hot. It's going to be super good.
You think so?
Yeah.
We'll have to let it cool down.
Mom, look at those two. Those.
I know, I wish I could reach the bottom a little better. If I could reach the bottom, maybe with this.
I hit it.
Do you hear the bottom?
Yeah.
I can reach it a little better with this one because it's longer. Some of it has some really caramely pieces. Okay.
Oh, I see a bottom.
Well, I would not say this is the best coated, but I think it will still taste really good. All right, should we dump it out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, on mine.
So Eli seems to think that I have 2 trays out and then I just put one of my silipats on a towel. He seems to think one of these silipats is for him. Can you imagine? That much caramel corn? I don't think so. Okay, no, I'm doing that. There's 6 of us, so I guess at most you're getting half a silipat.
Shut.
I don't think you're getting that much.
On mine.
Oh yeah, here's where all the coating stuff is.
Papa, I have it.
Now-
Have some.
Ooh, this one's cooled down, should I try it?
Oh, I want to see it.
I'll let this one cool down for you. Just wait. I think if I had like maybe half as much as I had, I could just put the lid on and shake this and it would have worked pretty well. All right, you got one cooling down. Tell the camera how you think it tastes.
Good.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Is it gonna be a nice treat later?
Good.
There's a lot of butter on this side.
Mom,
Yes?
I think it's a lunch.
It's like lunch?
That's
It kind of looks like a trough on the middle of the table like this. It's like, come and get it.
Mom, this one, can I eat this one?
Is it cooled down? Yeah, go ahead. Let's leave it cool down for a little bit.
Oh, yum, 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 yum.
All right, I'm gonna try to spread this out a little bit.
And I could eat that one.
How's it look, Libra?
Good.
Does it look good?
Yep. Why is not all the popcorn caramel?
Well, it's because Mom's never made it before.
You like super good. Plastic.
Did you try a couple? What do you think? You can come try a couple. Careful, it might be a little warm. Oh, is it too chewy for you? I'll take one that's not covered, see how those are.
I like them.
Mm-hmm.
So this one is. Do you want?
All right. So my Instant Pot is finished. Caramel corn's done. Eggs are done and still cooling. Just gonna use a fork and double check my potatoes. More than done. Eggs are more than done. I ended up with not too many eggs this batch. Usually I do a dozen or a dozen and a half, and I think I did 7 or 8. Oop, got a couple potatoes on there. Sometimes I'll throw the trivet that comes with it right on top just to balance this, but it really isn't needed. And if it's potato salad I'm bringing somewhere, sometimes I put tinfoil on top of the eggs just so they don't end up really watery, but I'm not really worried about that. I didn't add too much water this time, so it's actually not very watery at all. Note to self, do that next time.